I'm not like my dad. I'm smarter than him. Better than him.
What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Monet Tejada and we are locked in. We got the character description from Monet Tejada, and we did get an exclusive clip of her this week talking to Tariq, and in this conversation we learned a lot. We see that Monet is going to feel guilty this season about Zeke's death, blaming herself. Also, we know that she just told Tariq in the clip that we seen that she can only trust him because he was there with her when Zeke got killed. Now, we know it's going to be tough for Monet, and it looks like she might be sad this season. But one thing about her is she doesn't let her emotions get the best of her, and she still goes out there and acts a damn fool and handles what she needs to in the streets. So before we jump into this and break down her character description and give a prediction, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Now, let's go ahead and jump into it. This is the description for Monet in season 3. The character description for Monet Tejada states, the beginning of season 3 finds Monet Tejada grieving the loss of her firstborn son, Zeke Cross, and with him, the loss of her family's future outside the business. Monet tasked Davis McClain with assisting her search for Zeke's murderer as her own connection to various other crimes is being brought into focus. And when it comes down to it, Monet must decide between the state of her remaining family and her own penchant for vengeance, or somehow find a way to have both. Going back and look at the description, trying to break it down, it does say at the beginning of season 3 she will be mourning the death of her firstborn, Zeke. Now we know the story behind Zeke, how she brought him back, lied to everybody. It was really their brother and not their cousin. With him dead, this kind of makes Monet sit back and look. She already had everything mapped out. Bring Zeke back, put him into the NBA. Diana's going to manage the books. She's going to be Zeke's manager. Drew was going to be his personal assistant. We don't know what the hell was going to happen with Kane, but that was Monet's plan. She was going to be in the dope game a little bit, and then that was her exit strategy. But now that Zeke is gone, she has to look at alternative measures, and that's dealing with Tariq. So with this happening, we know that Lorenzo was the one that killed Zeke. So if she's hiring Davis is going to be real close to the murderer and the victim's family. You see what I'm saying? Monet is going to be with Davis, and Davis might start uncovering different pieces of information that could lead to Lorenzo, which this would be very bad for the family because it's going to tear them apart if they find out that Lorenzo did it. Not only that, Monet is probably going to try to tear Lorenzo apart if she finds out that he had something to do with it. There's been a mention of other crimes being brought into focus of law enforcement. Now, we've been hearing rumors that there's potentially a RICO that's going to be coming along, and that's not going to be on Tariq and them. It's probably going to be on the Tejada family because this is an organized crime family. And the big crime that we're looking at right now is the death of Tate, aka Mecca, the global snitch. And the reason that's so significant is because he was a criminal informant. He was giving information to Blanca, and she's back in the scene. So if she's back, she's looking for Tariq and whoever killed Tate. That's Fed time. So with Monet and Davis might not just be tasked for handling information on Zeke and his whereabouts and who killed him, but also defending her from any of these other crimes that might come back to her. Now we see Kane is right here. We know Kane is a loose cannon. There's no telling what crimes they know about him that could be linked back to the family that they can just put up under the Lorenzo and Monet Tejada umbrella. Because you got to remember, Lorenzo got out because there was an error. He was supposed to be doing big time. I think he did 15 years. So the Tejada family already has a stigmatism to it as being a crime family. And now with the death of Tate and the police coming and asking them questions about Zeke, it's going to be a lot of eyeballs on this family. Now it's going to be up to Monet to try to navigate through all of this and work with Tariq because they need a new connect. They're starting fresh in season 3. So these two together, it could work, but there's, like I said, a lot of eyes on them. And we know that Blanca, she's out to get Tariq. And if Tariq is working with Monet killed Tate, man, this could all get mixed up, and Tariq could potentially get wrapped up in this. Now, we know our boy Tariq's going to skate, but we're talking about Monet and her family. Now, the Tejadas, they might not be as fortunate. Somebody might have to go down. Now, let's just be honest. We're all thinking that it's probably going to be Kane. We don't know what he's going to do. He's the wild card in the family. And the way he's been moving, if he starts working with Brayden, especially on Wall Street, Monet is probably going to have to tell him to scale it back a little. Be careful with what you're doing. Watch out for Tariq. But you got to remember, Monet doesn't know who to trust at this point. It could have been Kane that killed Zeke because he was jealous that he wasn't the firstborn. You heard him at the dinner table. What? I'm not your oldest son? So, man, Monet, good luck out here, but watch your back. What it's going to come down to for Monet is how much trust does she really have in Tariq. We know that she's saying, I can only trust you right now because I don't know who killed Zeke. You were with me. But this might make it awkward within the Tejada family for the simple fact that Diana already has issues with her. Drew, he's doing his own thing trying to find his way. And Kane's still trying to prove himself. We know Lorenzo did the murder. So if you see Monet with Tariq a little bit more, that's already going to make Kane a little bit jealous. And Lorenzo's not going to know what the hell is going on because she's not going to be revealing information to him when he's really under investigation. He don't know it yet, but they're going to be looking for him because with Zeke dead, there's going to be a lot of questions coming to this house because Zeke was a star player projected to go to the NBA. Lorenzo is an ex-drug dealer that's out of jail now. And then there's Dante that's dead and Tariq was there. And guess who Tariq was helping out in school? Zeke. You see how everyone is tied together? So Monet, you're really going to have to watch your back this season. And if you trust Tariq, you're going to have to let Tariq quarterback this. The only thing is, how much trust does Tariq have in Monet? Monet Tejada season 3. What are your expectations from her? Are they going to figure out who killed Zeke this season? Is she going to be able to get revenge on Lorenzo for doing that? Or is Blanca and this Rico going to come and take her out of the game? Tejada family's over. Tariq goes on to be very successful and becomes Ghost. Let me know what you think about Monet. Make sure you tune in Friday, March 17th for the premiere, Ghost Season 3. Live after show discussion, 9 p.m. Eastern. You know it's going to be a good one. We're going to break down each individual character, talk about the episode, have a good little time. Thanks for watching. I'm Monet J. If you like this content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.